Well, with a recent addition to my shop in the dust collection department, I picked up this Oneida Dust Cobra, and I've got a couple other portable dust collectors, so it made me start comparing things in my mind, and I was thinking, well, what about horsepower? This one's rated 1 horsepower, and my other dust collectors are 1.5 to 2 horsepower, so I thought, okay. My others are both Cyclone, and of course so is this one. Oneida is known for doing cyclones, and that's important to me to keep the filter clean. But what about other stats on performance? You know, CFM, this one's 245 CFM. Compared to my other models, you know, that doesn't sound that large, but those are 4-inch dust collectors. They use a 4-inch or larger line, whereas this guy uses a 2.5-inch line. So started thinking about that in terms of performance. And it really just depends how you plan to use the tool. This one is mobile, so you could conceivably take it around your shop tool to tool, but for me, it's primarily going to live at the router table, although I do have a couple other tools that I'll move it to when needed. Much like their supercell, the stat that this one really excels at is the water column it measures. So, you know, a typical dust collector might have a 7 or 9-inch water column. This one measures 23 inches of water column. You know, my other portable dust collector doesn't share that stat, so I'm guessing it's not that impressive, but a typical wall-mounted Cyclone, yeah, if you had 7, 8, 9 inches of static pressure, you'd be doing pretty good for a whole shop type collector, but this one is a high-pressure version, and it really has amazing suction. And that's one of the things that helps it overcome the resistance of a long flex hose. You wouldn't dream of using a 25-foot flex hose with a shop vac or a typical dust collector, but in this case, you can get away with it, and that's kind of nice because you can reach just about anywhere in the shop. I picked this one up used, but basically in like new condition, and it came with some bells and whistles. Well, alarms anyway. It's got this Sentry alarm that flashes a light if the dustbin is getting full. So I kind of like that because that's the one negative I've had with Cyclones in the past. You do not want to overfill them. So I think Oneida recommends, you know, fill it to 3 or 4 inches from the top. I think I'm going to be a little more conservative than that and fill it maybe 3/4 of the way full and be sure to empty it at that point. To be honest, I'm still not used to the look of this thing with that 35-gallon drum. I think it might look a little more natural on their 17-gallon version, but this is what was available to me. So I think I'll get good use out of it though. Plenty of volume in that large drum. All right, I'll give you a quick look at the internal filter on this. Then I'll go over the ins and outs of this rapid pulse filter cleaning system they have. And if you enjoy a tool review topic like this, just showcasing the tools that come into my shop, give me a quick thumbs up and consider subscribing to The Thoughtful Woodworker. You access that HEPA filter by flipping these 2 bales, but luckily you won't have to get in there too often just because of that cleaning system. To clean the filter, just throttle this butterfly valve all the way up and then hit the rapid pulse lever 5 times. And this thing honestly has so much suction. Watch the lid of that steel drum draw down as it's turned on. I'll show you that butterfly valve inside there real quick. So that just closes off the intake to momentarily divert that airflow to the filter. Now on that optional dust Sentry, I really thought I would have to run power back to a wall outlet, but as it turns out, they've incorporated this interesting feature where you can just pull power straight from your dust collector motor. I just love technology and dust collection. There's a little infrared sensor, and you can actually adjust the sensitivity of that. So this just determines how full the bin is when the light will go on. This is actually a little tool from my IVAC dust collection gates that I use elsewhere in the shop, but pretty slick little system. Now if you've got a situation like this where the dust Sentry is blinking but you know your bin is empty or at least not over full, you can make slight adjustments to dial that back, and if it still doesn't go off, you might need to throw a piece of cardboard in the bottom of the bin just to remove any reflection off that metal surface. Now I always do a sound check when I'm evaluating a dust collector, and I don't think this is going to measure the quietest dust collector I've ever tested, but the pitch of it is actually a low frequency, so it's not bothersome at all when you're running it in the shop. Now granted, you could get up to 25 feet away from this with the long hose, but at my typical distance of 10 feet, this one showing just about 77 decibels. So not the quietest unit I've ever tested, but definitely not the loudest, so I think that's a fair compromise for the amount of suction this one gives you. And then I'll just slurp up a pile of dust off the shop floor so you can see generally how this system behaves. And then I'll put it to a real-world test at the router table. Now, before you use any portable Cyclone like this, figure out whether you're going to be using plastic liners for your drum. I'm just collecting straight into the bin today, so I've capped this elbow off with a little vacuum cap. Otherwise, you can plumb this hose down to the bucket and either select that on or off, depending on which way you're going. Basically, you'll need this hose system to equalize the pressure so it doesn't just suck the bag up into the collector. That ought to do. Now, my hope was that this would perform similar to a shop vac with a high velocity airstream so it could do a good job collecting at the router table. I'll do a little bit with this wand and then a little bit just with the 2.5-inch hose so you can compare the difference. There's a little sight window there too on the drum, but you know, for me, I think the Dust Sentry will be a little more reliable. Now, one potential negative to this style of system that my wife actually pointed out was you have to lift the motor and the Cyclone off every time you want to empty the bin. Now, they do offer this as a stand unit where it's got a metal base, or you can have a wall-mounted style. So a couple different options where you wouldn't have to do that, but let's see what the process looks like with this one. Now, if you've ever used a Cyclone system, you know that getting it sealed is a key feature, and Oneida does a good job with that, although it is a little bit firm on that ring that holds your lid on. From there, I guess just bear hug it and drop it down to the ground. Not too bad. Yeah, I guess putting it right on the ground would make the alarm go off. And that's what that little pile of dust looks like in that 35-gallon drum. I'm excited about that. I'm not going to have to change this very often at all. Now, I didn't clean the filter yet, but let's see if that shows any signs of accumulation. Nope, the pleated filter on that looks really good. So that gives me hope that the separation on this one is good as expected. I've got a heavy-duty scale, so let's see what this thing weighs to see if this is within your limits to be able to lift that on and off. And that comes in just under 33 pounds, so not too bad considering it has the large metal lid on it as well as that Dust Sentry. And then in my experience, if there's any difficulty closing the ring, just give a good push down on the lid and that usually helps. And lock it in place. And it's not super clear in the manual, but it does come with this strap, and it appears that this is the intended anchor point, so that's handy for wrangling the hose when not in use. But let me know down in the comment section if you've come up with a different way to store your hose. And then everything just sits down on a drum dolly in my case, so you can scoot it around the shop without too much fuss. Now, I'm fortunate to have two router tables in the shop. I've got my full-size table as well as this really sturdy portable unit that I just finished building. Either way, they've got the same dust collection requirements, which is over plus under the table pickups. And when I added that split system, I noticed my regular shop vac started feeling a little bit anemic, but I'm guessing that's not going to be a problem with this one. And get used to hearing that sound around the shop. It's just part of the experience with the high pressure system. So really just a speck here or two under the table. And absolutely spotless topside, so I'm certainly pleased with that. So initial impressions on this one, I am happy with it. I'm still getting used to kind of the look and layout of it. It is very different than my other collectors, but there's just so few options for woodworkers if you want one unit that rolls together, you know, and you want to separate things out so you're not just blowing dust into your filter. Basically, you have a shop vac with separator or some sort of a portable Cyclone, and in a way, this is really the best of both worlds there. So I'll have links down in the description if you want to check it out, but please hit me with a thumbs up if you like this topic and consider subscribing to The Thoughtful Woodworker.